Building your public speaking confidence or building your content creation confidence will not be difficult for you if you learn this strategy that helped me improve on my public speaking abilities. Then the number one is that I started very ugly. As much as I've gotten started then, I kept on improving myself. I was researching what do I do to make my content creation abilities better, or what do I do to make my public speaking abilities better. Those are the things that actually helped me. If I was waiting for the time when I will be fully prepared, then I will not have to be prepared today, because I have been practicing all day. Since then till today, I have been putting up consistency in what I'm doing. The first video that I recorded then was never the same thing as the second video, third video, and what subsequent video. There will always be room for improvement. But if you don't get started, there will never be room for improvement. Even if you started 4 years of preparations, the first video you're going to record after a preparation will never be the same thing as the second video you're going to record afterward the preparation, because the first one will not always be good. Then the subsequent ones is what improvement on what the first ones. Then the fifth one is the accumulation of the improvement on first, second, third, and what fourth. Then if you are now recording your 50th video, is now the accumulations of the experiences in the first to that 50. So if you got started today, you are going to be getting what improvement subsequently to what you kept on going. You keep on going. Those are how to get started. If I have waited for the time when it is time for me to get started, when I am fully prepared, I will not have even been prepared today. Then the second one is that I do practice off camera. Off camera means once I'm ready with the lessons I'm going to deliver, then I'll go to my mirror or the wall, face the wall, and practice. Do as if I'm now delivering those things I'm teaching to my audience. That is how I now practice. If you don't practice very well, if you don't learn those things very well while you are practicing, when you come to the camera, you'll still be messing up, and you keep on repeating those recordings, and it's never be good. Then first you have to get started. Then secondly is now that you should once you have mastered what you are going to teach, make sure you have learned what you are going to teach at your fingertips. Then go to the camera, face your camera, and deliver those lessons, or face wall. You can always bring somebody close to you and deliver those lessons to you. Then after, they will not tell you how that particular lesson is. Then for you to now rate your experience before you finally go to your camera and deliver your lessons. Those are the things that actually helped me to get myself improved in my public speaking abilities, and also in my content creation abilities across my every social media platforms I am in. Then if you are finding this video helpful, I want you to subscribe this, click on the bell notification button, so that anytime I drop videos like this, you are going to see it in your notification. Then the third one is that I speak naturally. Once I've gotten started and I've learned all of these things I want to deliver, I'm going to now cool down, bring down my voice and speak naturally. There's no altering. In as much those particular words, those particular voice you are using in your daily life, use it and deliver your lessons. There's no need you forming another voice that you are not. Just deliver those lessons naturally with your natural voice and your natural tone. Don't mimic anybody and not form any voiceover. Just deliver your lessons naturally. Then the fourth one, which is the most difficult, is you have to picture one person. Picture that you are speaking to one person, because in as much as you are facing your camera, your mindset and your intuition will always tell you that this particular essence now is everybody in the internet is watching what you are doing. They are not actually watching what you are doing till you upload it in the internet. It's only your mindset that is telling you that in as much as you are recording that video, that you are facing the internet, right? Then picture one person, not the main in the internet. Just picture an individual and deliver that lesson. In as much as you keep on picturing lots of individuals in the internet, you are going to be seeing it as a stage fright, and you always be confused when you face your cameras. Is your camera, is your room, and it is you, right? There's nobody in the room and there's nobody beside you, but you always be facing that the vibe that there are lots of people watching you. That is your mentality and not what the internet. Once you change your mentality about the number of people watching you at that particular time, you're going to be changed that mindset that you are going to deliver this speech perfectly. And the only way to solve this thing is if you can picture only you or just one person what in that particular what scenario. That is how I compare this. I started imagining that I'm the only one in that class. I started teaching myself. First, when I even learned this, that I even started teaching myself. I started teaching myself. I will prepare these lessons and will start teaching myself. Once I taught myself for a while, I'll now use that lesson and go to my screen and record, use my camera and record it after I've practiced in the mirror and all of those things. Then the fifth one is that you should get comfortable with imperfections. Everybody in the internet faces what you call imperfection. There's nobody that started when they are perfect. Even when we have started as individuals or well-known content creators, there's always time when we face what we call imperfections. But there's always room for improvement on those imperfections. Once you can be able to understand that you're not perfect in this, then the next thing is, how do I now improve on those imperfections so that I will now get improved and get rid of those imperfections? Get comfortable with you having imperfection. Get comfortable with you not having a proper voice. Get comfortable with you not having to deliver your lessons very well. Then, for you to now wrap it up, you should now look for a way. How do I solve this particular problem that I have? How do I solve this particular inclination that I have? That is what your focal point. Focal point now is identify that you have a problem. In what content creation? Identify you have a public speaking problem. Identify that you have a YouTube recording problem. Then how do I improve? How do I improve? Once you get comfortable, yes, I'm imperfect in this. Another thing is, how do I now improve? Those things are what is going to help you to get you off these issues of facing issues of public speaking abilities or content creation, confidence. Those are confidence you need to develop in yourself. Once you don't have that confidence that you can do this, you will never achieve it. Nobody in the internet has that particular confidence. They are keep on developing that confidence every day. You might see yourself as you cannot do this, but once you started doing it, first day, second day, third day, and fourth day, you find out that you can basically deliver it more than the people you envy in the internet. Then the sixth one is that you should watch your wins. In as much as you have understood your imperfections and you've improved on those imperfections, then tick it in your paper that you have improved on that particular imperfection. That is your win. Once you have not recorded your first video, and your first video may not actually be good, but you have recorded it, celebrate your first win. Then watch those videos and identify those areas where you have imperfections in those videos and improve it in your second video. Watch those imperfections in your second video, first video, and develop it in your improve on it in your third video. Once you can improve it on your third video, then celebrate it as a win. But if you are not winning all of these things, that is, you are not checking all of it, that is where we now keep on having problems. Then another one that you should keep showing up. Consistency is the master key. If I develop a public speaking confidence today and I did not practice it, if I develop and how I want to master my content creation confidence and I did not practice it, I'm definitely going to have issues till I get started. If I get started again, I'm going to start afresh to learn how to master my public speaking confidence, right? So you must have to keep showing up. Keep patronize people who shows up. There's always a saying that people who does adverts wins those who don't do adverts. If you do adverts and you are not good in that business, people will keep believing that you are the only one in that particular place, and they will keep on managing your incompetencies. But it's always good you improve on yourself. But once you keep showing up, if that particular person that is doing very well in that particular business keep showing up, people now understand there are still people in this particular area who can do these things better. But if you are not showing up, people believe that there's nobody who can do this. Remember, you have a unique you. Your unique perspective is what you should put up in the internet. Those your imperfections is what the internet want to see. Internet is not rewarding the best people ever. They are rewarding people who shows up more. Those are how internet rewards. If you find this video helpful, I very much recommend and I plead you subscribe to this my channel, or I plead you comment and like it, so that YouTube will keep on showing it to people who need to improve their public speaking confidence. Then to recap what I have just said, just have to start get started. Start ugly, start in a very rough way, whichever way you want to get started. When I started, I just have to need to get started. I don't even need to prepare till I start my content creations. I just have to get started. Secondly, and I practice off camera. Once I am done with the lessons I want to deliver, I'll just go to the camera, practice very well, and deliver my lessons. Then the story that I speak nature, that same voice I use in my day-to-day communications with my families and friends, those are the same voice I use in my content creation. There is no two ways about you having another voice for content creation and another voice in your day-to-day activities. Those are the natural voice I applied in my content creations abilities. Then first I have to in picture your one person. That is where the issue is from. In as much as you are picturing different persons while you are recording your videos, you always find it difficult to concentrate, because you believe that all eyes are on you and you always be having issues. In as much as even if in normal actual content, actual public speaking, if you are with lots of people when you are delivering maybe a lesson or a speech, look at only one person and deliver that lesson to that one person. If you can see a particular student in that particular area or a particular person in that gathering, look at that person and make sure that person understands what you are saying. If that person loses interest, you are doomed. Understand? But one thing is that keep on focusing on that particular person. In as much as you're understanding that this particular person is following what you are saying and is nodding, which means every other persons are understanding what you are saying. Once you are picturing yourself in that particular content creation, picturing one person, make sure that you deliver that particular lesson to that particular person listening to you. You are done with what you are going to say. But if you keep on imagining that everybody is listening to what you are saying, you always have issues in your content creation. Then get comfortable with your imperfections, improve on your imperfections, and watch your wins. Once you get comfortable with your imperfection and improve on it, then you are now going to celebrate your wins. Then with that, your celebrations will keep showing up. Those are the strategies. Once you apply it, you are going to see magic in your public speaking abilities and your content creation confidence. If you find this video helpful, I want you to subscribe so that anytime I drop a subsequent videos like this, you are going to see it in your notification.